Boswellian sense of franking? Spam. One of this morning's emails was an invitation from an office machine company to try out a franking machine for free, which they billed as free franking trial. And then off went my train of thought. A franking trial, eh? Which will enable me to gain franking cents, presumably? And of course, armed with this sixth, or maybe even seventh sense, I could then take on the role of a latter-day King Melchior, even though his original references are buried in antiquity, along with that gold and myrrh. So, do I sense a burning desire here to take them up on this free franking trial? To be honest, no, quite frankly, because this was spam, all very much designed to get me to part with my gold. Food. This morning's client session was, ostensibly, all about her relationship with food. Although it turned out, as is usually the case, that it is never just about how that food relationship is playing out in our lives like that, isn't it? That playing out is sequentially consequential. For when we are distracted or focused elsewhere, then a different sequence is running. And two, of course, where else in our lives do other sequences and strategies run or walk or grind to a halt, so that a little further down the line we end up stuck? Crambo. And so also it is a literary obsession where a writer's relationship with words can turn out some of the finest poetic rhymings. However, our language to ourselves is, and ever shall be, the vehicle for many a mantra to distract, divert, and coerce us into taking a different path in our lives. And our language is the very mortar that holds us firmly bound on that path towards that place further down the line of no more comings and goings. And though there seems no rhyme or reason for this impasse in our lives, we often seem powerless to break free. So, pause, traveller, and spare a thought for the gazelle in the lion's paws. Torrent. When our thought stream rages like a river in flood, and the mill race turns the wheel at breakneck speed, then there is so much white water and debris in our mind that we cannot make good flour to feed our conscious appetite. In the very ordinary of our lives, we need to know how to be masters over our own minds. We need to know who has charge of the run of the mill. While we cannot control the torrent, or indeed any facets or faucets of the stream, we can control the head of the mill race and the subsequent speed of the mill wheel. And we intuitively know that when we have good quality flour, then our lives can begin to blossom once more. Final. And when flowers and blooming like that, what happens to fragrance, aromas, and scents? In a sense, we know intuitively, rather as seeds follow blossom, that the generation of change in our lives for next year and the future is there to be nurtured, cared for, and managed until integrated into the very fabric of our being. Then we can mill good flour, eat well, and consign life's spam back from whence it came.